Today, I want to go over an attachment that some of you may or may not know about already, but it's going to help you with your recoil control immensely. The attachment I'm talking about is the Royal and Cross 4X on the C58. It actually gives you a lot less recoil than when you're using any of the other sights on this gun. So I'm going to go into a plunder game and show you guys the difference of using the 4X and the 3X, for example, to show the difference of how the recoil looks with each sight on the gun. And then we're also going to test this 4X on the FARA and the Krig 6, since those are kind of the other two meta ARs right now, and see if the Royal and Cross 4X does the same thing on both of those guns. So let's hop into a plunder game and let's just test all this out. Okay, so now that we're in the game here, I have the C58 on and I currently have the 3X reticle on, so we're just gonna ADS and we are just going to shoot. I'm gonna hold my mouse up like this so you guys know I'm not trying to control the recoil at all, and we're just gonna let that keep shooting, and that is the recoil pattern currently with the 3X sight on the C58. So if we go into our loadouts here and we switch that sight over onto the Royal and Cross 4X, we're gonna test out the difference there, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. All right, so I'm back at the exact same spot and I now have the Royal and Cross 4X sight on the C58 here. So I'm just gonna ADS again right at the bottom and start shooting, and I'm gonna hold my mouse up like this, and as you guys can see, there is just significantly less recoil when you are using the Royal and Cross 4X sight for whatever reason. I'm sure it's a bug and I'm sure it's gonna be fixed soon, but I highly recommend putting this 4X sight on, especially if you're using the C58 right now, because I mean, this right here clearly shows that there is a lot less recoil when you're using it, and I kind of like it because it zooms in further and it makes it easier to see my enemies. And uh-oh, there's a guy coming. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. But yeah, as I was saying, I kind of prefer the 4X actually because it zooms in further. And a lot of times with the 3X and unaffected, I have trouble seeing my targets when I'm trying to shoot at them at range. So I'm actually really loving this 4X right now. But I've known that this works on the C58. Now I want to try it on the Krig 6 and the FARA actually, and see if that helps with those guns as well. So we're going to just blow ourselves up here with the nade and we're going to test those guns out as well. All right, so we're back to the same spot again. And now I have the FARA on, and I currently have the 3X on the FARA, so we're gonna do the same thing here, and we're just gonna shoot at this wall. I'm gonna hold my mouse up so you guys know I'm not trying to control the recoil at all, and that is what the recoil looks like with a 3X and a FARA, and that guy just killed me. So hopefully he goes away so we can test it with the 4X now. Hopefully he's left the area now so I can just test this out with the 4X sight real quick. I'm not seeing him down here, so hopefully he's not down here still, but okay. This isn't going as planned right now. All right, I finally made it back and I now have the 4X sight on the FARA, so let's test the recoil difference here. Again, we're just gonna aim down and I'm gonna hold my mouse up, and it looks like it's actually doing about the exact same amount of recoil, except for it was kind of pulling down itself there at the end, which is very odd, but this confirms that the 4X is not helping your recoil at all on the FARA 83. So I want to try it with the Krig 6 still, so let's throw the Krig 6 on. We're going to try it there, but it's looking like this is only going to be a bug with the C58. And we are back again, this time with the Krig 6. I have the 3X sight on the Krig 6, so let's just aim down the sight here, right at the bottom, and start shooting. And again, I'm holding my mouse up just so you guys can see I'm not controlling recoil. And the recoil pattern with the Krig 6 actually looks disgusting. There is a lot of horizontal recoil right there, which could be kind of hard to control for a lot of people. And it actually looks like it has more recoil than the FARA, which is interesting because I've always just kind of thought the Krig 6 had a lot less recoil than any of the other Cold War guns. So that right there is very interesting to me, but let's put on the 4X sight here on the Krig 6 and then we'll test the difference there. And here we are again, back at the same spot. I feel like it's getting a little monotonous. I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I have the 4X now on the Krig 6, and again, same thing. We're gonna start shooting here at the bottom, and I'm gonna hold my mouse up so you guys know I'm not controlling recoil at all. And yep, just as expected, the recoil is pretty much the exact same with the 3X and the 4X on the Krig 6, as well as on the FARA as we saw before. But the weird thing with the FARA is at the end of the magazine, it kind of started pulling down for us, which is very interesting. But I just wanted to test this out because I knew that the C58, you would get less recoil with the 4X. I saw Swag using it the other night and I was like, why is he using the 4X on this thing? But this is why. It's because it actually gives a lot less recoil when when you're using the C58. So I highly recommend using the C58 with the 4X. It's a lot of fun. It's a laser beam, super easy to control the recoil. It's basically all vertical. We get a tiny bit of horizontal in there, but it's very, very manageable. So I'm gonna back out of this game here quick for you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys the class setup if you're interested in that, and then I'll let you guys get on with your day. So the class setup here with the C58 is the agency suppressor for the muzzle, task force barrel, Royal and Cross 4X obviously, and then we have the field agent grip, and then the Stenag 55 round mag. So try this out, let me know what you guys think. It's a lot of fun to use, and the C58 actually does more damage than the FARA, so I'm actually thinking that this gun is going to be meta even after they fix this Royal and Cross 4X sight on the gun. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that, and drop a like if you found this interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's the web. Peace.